Welcome back. Well, let's cast a line out to Uncle Davis and see the lucky viewers who had their biggest catch featured on Davis Nolan's Fishing Funtacular.
You know, you just can't beat a great day on a lake or a river doing some fishing. Love to see your pictures. Let's take a look at today's photos. We're starting off with a young man with a big smile on his face. This is Damon out fishing with his pawpaw on Tim's Ford Lake. Got himself a nice sized bluegill there. Pawpaw's proud in the background. And this is Eli Whitaker, his first fish ever. He was fishing on a pond in Williamson County. Looks like he's got himself a nice little crappie there. Good job there, Eli. You got the big smile on your face as well. And Addison Cook, check out the catfish. This is her first catfish ever at her Uncle Cecil's farm pond up in Byrdstown, Tennessee. Got a nice one there. And Chris he's calling it Big Bubba. Yeah, that's a big catfish you got there, Chris. He was at Cat Daddy's Fish Farm in Bell Buckle, Tennessee. That's a monster you got. And speaking of monsters, Brandon Harris, he's got a 40 and a 45-pound catfish at Lock 2 in Nashville on the Cumberland River. And his folks say he fishes for big ones, so he doesn't catch a lot of fish, but when he does, they're big. Well, Brandon seeing is believing, that's for sure. Glenn Newman got a gar on the Beach River in Darden. You can tell it's a gar. Look at that snout on it there, and he's holding it up nice and proud. And Kenneth Barnes got a nice bass here out of a park lake there at Madison, a 4-pound, 19-inch largemouth, as a matter of fact. Nice one there, Kenneth. And Lex Richardson, he says he caught these crappie with Bobby Lane on Percy Priest Lake. Bobby's probably the one taking the picture there. That's why you don't see him. Got a slew of crappie there, getting ready to fillet them up and fill up the freezer. And Ron Taylor, his good friend Randall Watkins in Cookville, says Ron's from Smith Mountain Lake, Virginia, holding up a nice fish that he got there. Looks like he's got a nice striped bass or possibly a hybrid there. And he says Ron runs fishing tournaments over there in Virginia. And he says they're not only well organized, but he makes sure that everybody has fun. Speaking of having fun, this is a family. This is some siblings here, Zane, Bella, and Eva. This is their first fish for all three of them. And Zane was proud to pull in that largemouth bass he got there all by himself. Bella was really happy to catch a fish. Now, Eva had to wait all day long to finally catch her fish, and she was sort of upset about that, and her folks said, you just have to have patience when you're fishing. Well, sure enough, there's Eva with a nice size. Looks like a skipjack she's got there. Good job, everybody. Hope you all had a great time. Remember, send your pictures to pics, P-I-X, at WKRN.com. Put the word fish in the subject box for me. Makes it easier to find. And don't forget, the late, great Jimmy Holt would always say at the end of his broadcast, he'd give some really good advice. Don't forget to wear your life jacket. Happy fishing. I'm Davis Nolan.